Surrey welcomed Kent to a sold-out Kia Oval, hoping to register a third victory in the South Group. Kent captain Sam Northeast won the toss and elected to field first. Finch hit the first four with a straight drive and Adam Milne's opening over. Roy then smashed the solitary boundary in the second over past Matt Coles. Finch produced a lovely flick off his legs. That was another boundary in the third over. And three consecutive fours from Jason Roy, bringing up Surrey's 50 in just the fifth over of their innings. Aaron Finch on the offensive in James Treadwell's first over, launching 3 sixes into the OCS stand. And that moves Surrey on to 74 for the loss of no wickets at the end of the power play. Roy then hit Claydon for 2 fours in the seventh before another 2 in the following over, and that brought up his 50 off just 26 balls. The England opener had time for one more boundary before holing out to James Treadwell at long off for 55. Surrey were 108 for 1 after 9 overs. Things now taking a turn. Finch was bowled the very next ball by Denly's first ball of the innings, and that brought in Sangakkara and Sibley together at the crease. Sangakkara's first boundary, it was a 4, a sweet strike over James Treadwell's head. Sangakkara back from injury and hitting back-to-back sixes off the bowling of Treadwell, the first straight down the ground and the second wide of long off. Surrey passed the 150 mark in the 14th over, but Sangakkara is soon caught at mid-off and departs for 24 of 14 balls. Pope and Sibley allow themselves time to settle, but Pope still finds the rope with innovative shots off the bowling of Neesham and Coles. The 19-year-old goes big against Mitch Claydon and sends him into the Loch Lakers stand. The move Surrey to 181 for 3 of 17 overs. Sibley responds a 6 of his own in the next over, and Surrey looks set for a huge score at the Kia Oval. Sibley, though, is bowled by Milne off the first ball of the 19th over for 33. Surrey now 190 for 4. Sam Curran is then run out from the right boot of Milne just 2 balls later as Pope looks to scramble a signal. That brings Tom Curran and Ollie Pope together for the final over, who gets Surrey up to an impressive score of 205 for 5 from the 20 overs. Joe Denly cut Sam Curran twice in the second over of the Kent innings, and the visitors are 13 for no loss. Bell Drummond finds the rope twice in Dernbach's second over. Rampal next to bowl from the Vauxhall end, but Denly powers his first ball for 4. Denly hits Gareth Batty's first ball straight over his head for a 4 before a huge hit into the second tier of the OCS stand. Rampal returns from the Vauxhall end and forces Bell Drummond to sky his first ball, but Dernbach can't quite make up enough ground to take the catch. Denly, in great form, hits Sibley for 3 sixes over Cow Corner in the 11th over of the innings, and that brings up Kent's 100. There is no stopping Denly. He begins the 12th over by hitting Batty into the OCS stand for his 5th 6. Bell Drummond then hits his 50 off 36 balls as he hits Rampal for 4. Denly, no surprises, follows that up with a 6 that's just out of reach of Aaron Finch in front of the Peter May stand. Kent now need 48 to win off 5 overs. But here comes that wicket at last. Bell Drummond caught by Pope, a deep mid-wicket off the bowling of Dernbach. He got the 64. Billings then follows that up with a delightful 6 and a 4 off the following Sam Curran over. And Denly, absolutely sparkling at the Kia Oval, hits a single out to point and brings up his 100 off just 54 deliveries. Another wicket though. Tom Curran holds on to the catch out in the boundary, and Dernbach has the wicket of Billings. Kent now need 19 off 2.1 overs. And Denly makes a dent in that, smashing a ball back past Curran for a straight 4. He then hits the first ball of Rampal's final over to leave Kent needing 3 to win from 5 balls. All over bar the shouting, both Denly and Blake scramble singles before a Rampal no ball seals a big win for Kent, with Denly masterful and unbeaten from 116.
On the whole, the game was a bit of a batting fest. We their batters were slightly better than what our batters were. Sometimes in T20 cricket it can be pretty tough for a bowler, and as we saw on an outstanding surface, it was quite hard for bowlers out there. Again, probably their best bowling at the end. Few good overs in their back five, and the batters were slightly better.